All right, back on trail. We are doing 11 miles today. We're doing Unicoi Gap to Addis Gap. Just started a little after 10:30 or so. Just did our first mile and taking a quick break, a quick pee break, and then we'll head on to Addis Gap tonight. So it's just a short day, short 3-day hike this hike around, but it's beautiful weather and can't wait to get back on trail. Here comes Laura, returning from the woods. She was peeing.
Look what Daddy found. Is inching up on him. Oh, it's looking for someone.
Hear it on the video, but the wind today has been something else. It's just been non-stop. It's actually really nice temperature wise, but that wind comes through. It's actually kind of chilly, and it's just come through like a freight train sometimes. Pretty impressive. All right, so end of day one. How did it go?
Oh, it was tough, but we made it.
11 miles. Started out just before 11, ended just before 7. All done. It's windy. It's a little cooler than we thought it was going to be. Today was tough. Tomorrow we're going to try and go. We originally planned for 10 miles, but we're going to try and go more than that tomorrow and make our last day a little bit shorter. So we'll see how it goes. All right, morning of day one. This is our view this morning. It's just starting to clear up literally just as we got up here. Long uphill for this morning. It was kind of rough. Not a great way to start the morning, right? It's cold, long uphill, but we did it. And the sun's starting to come out, which is nice. And we'll start to get some views soon. Well, morning of day 2. It was a cold night last night. Colder than what we thought it was going to be. It was windy. It wasn't so much the cold, it was the wind that got us. It was an interesting night. We were kind of all by ourselves. There was one other person in a hammock up the ways, but we had a little tent site all to ourselves. And around 1:40 in the morning, all of a sudden cars started showing up, and we don't know who they were, if it was forestry services or if it was locals or what not, but it was like 1:30, 1:40 in the morning. So woke us up. They're doing all sorts of stuff, and then get quiet again, then they'd be back, and then get quiet again, and then be back. So you know, brake lights and headlights shining into our tent at 1:30 in the morning, which wasn't a whole lot of fun. And yeah, outside of that, it's been a good morning. We started the morning with a big uphill, the last 4,000 foot peak in Georgia, and now we're kind of going to extend our day today, hopefully, depending on how we feel. We had planned on a 10-mile day, but I think we're going to go to 12 and a half, possibly even more than that, so we can shorten our last day. And this is kind of what we're hiking in today, just kind of misty. It's not bad as far as temperature now, and as soon as the sun comes out, it'll be nice.
Still here. This is how we get the water. Is it cold?
So for my non-hiker friends, want to know what a privy is? This is a privy. It's nothing beautiful, but it's beautiful instead of squatting. All right, so Laura wants to give her version of how today went.
Oh, okay. So today, he said there's gonna be a lot of up. So I said okay. So we go, and there's a lot of up, and it stinks. But then I see my knight in shining armor standing on this little ledge, waiting for me, looking down, and I think, oh, we're at the top, awesome. And then I get there, and he looks at me and he goes, this is not the top. And we do that about 3 or 4 more times, and then we get to the top. That's how today went.
So today we decided to go 12 and a half miles, give or take, instead of the 10, so we can do a little bit of a shorter day tomorrow, because looking at the elevation gains tomorrow's going to suck in the morning. So we thought we'd cut down the time a little bit. Went to the camp that we were supposed to go to for the night, and the camp that we were gonna go to is actually all roped off, and there's no little side trail that goes up to another camp, which is a great little camp, really nice, except for the fire pit is filled with garbage and human feces. So that's awesome. Great way to end the day. All right, morning day 3, getting ready to head out. We're heading out earlier than we normally do. It's about 7:30, so that's good. Hoping to get a little bit of an end of the day quicker. Just show you what our campsite was last night. It's a really nice little place. This is where we had our tent set up over here. And then we go around, we had a nice sunset over there. And we're getting ready for the morning there. It was cold. And there's our crappy, dirty fire pit.
Well, we have a down tree, and Mr. Field is trying to figure out how we can get around underneath, over it. Doesn't seem to be very easy. I think he might be making it to the other side. Potentially. Sort of. Did you make it?
Yep. Motor's trying to go into the tree. Hey, guess what?
Oh, are we there?
I'm in North Carolina.
Woo woo. I'm not.
You're in Georgia.
Hold on, I'll be right there. Here I am. We did it. Woo.
All right, we got about 4 miles left of the day. That's it for the whole trip. Finally getting to some nice hiking, really level, really easy going. Just stopped at Muskrat Creek shelter. Had lunch there. Met a guy that's an older gentleman that's going southbound from the Smokies, and he's impressive. Man, he's still going. So good for him. And we'll see our car before too long. Yay! This is just some of the nice trail walking. Nice and easy, level, smooth ground. This is just going for a walk in the woods. This is no big deal. Getting to here was a big deal. Try and take some video of the view. If you can poke through, it's hard to do this and watch from walking. A nice view, our very last peak here, going down into Deep Gap. Some nice mountains out there, I just can't see them very good. We did it. We made it to Deep Gap. All done. Yay!